This is the Humane AI Pin, and it's gone completely viral in the tech community over the past few months. But it's gonna fail, and I'll tell you why. First, let's start off with what it's even trying to do. The founder Imran has said that the goal is to be present in the world around you while still being able to access the internet. And in theory, this sounds great. I don't have to be distracted by the hundreds of notifications I get on my phone daily while still being able to access the internet to maybe search something or check my calendar. But there are a few key problems with the way that this pin is trying to approach this issue. To start, there's no screen. I get that this is one of the ways it's trying to help you be more present or in the moment, but I'm sorry, taking away one of my five senses is not helping me. It's actually just doing the opposite. Because think about this, the company has recently said that they're gonna start adding in e-commerce features to this pin, which is all great, but if I'm gonna be buying something and spending my money through this pin, shouldn't I at least be able to see the product that I'm buying? Like, for example, if I wanted to buy this hoodie from Amazon, I would want to be able to see how it even looks, any of the reviews, or even something as basic as pricing and shipping information. But with a device that has no screen, that's literally impossible. And on top of this, the world we live in is built for your eyes. Everything from street signs to app interfaces rely on visual design, and trying to get me to spend $700 on a device that doesn't even let me use a screen because it doesn't exist is a really hard sell. And yeah, you didn't mishear me. I did say $700, but we'll get into that. But that's not even the biggest problem. If you've played around with AI in the past few years, you'll know that delay is a big issue. It just simply takes time for your request to be sent out to a data center somewhere, the AI model to then process it and send it back to you as a response. But for something like this, a wearable device that's on my body that I'm supposed to use in my day-to-day life, I can't have delays. And you might be thinking, oh, well, yeah, obviously for something that requires a custom output based on your input, it would take some time for the AI to generate a response. But how would it have any delay for a simple web search? Well, I'll tell you. The Humane AI Pin relies on voice recognition and natural language processing to understand your requests. This is the same sort of technology that we've seen in Siri or Google Assistant for years. But notice when you use an assistant on your phone, there's no delay. Except in this case, check out a clip from popular YouTuber Mrwhosetheboss when he asks the Humane Pin a simple question.
Call Aaron. Is it? Oh, there you go.
He's literally questioning if the pin even heard him or if the task just completely failed. That's a massive problem. For a daily driver type of device, which is what this pin is aiming for itself to do, you can't have this kind of delay. And the reason for this delay is simply because the processing power available on the pin is minuscule. So what it's doing is relying on the cloud for all the AI features to work. And this actually brings me to my next point, which is the cost. You might remember me saying that this pin is $700, which is true at first glance. It gets so much more expensive. Since most of the processing happens through the cloud, it needs a constant internet connection, and due to that, it requires its own data plan. So on top of the $700 you coughed up just to buy the device, you're now gonna have a perpetual charge of $24 a month just for the data plan, and that doesn't even include taxes or fees. That is, of course, unless you want to cancel your subscription, but if you do that, you effectively just spent $700 on a paperweight, because the Humane AI Pin does absolutely nothing if it doesn't have its subscription active. So let's do some quick math. Let's just say I use the device for only 1 year. I would need to pay $700 for the device, another $288 for my data plan, which includes all the AI requests, and let's throw in another $100 on top of that just for taxes and fees. So in total, I would end up paying a whopping $1,088 for just a single year of use. One single year. That's the same amount of money as an iPhone 15 Pro Max. And I guess at least that one doesn't need a constant internet connection. Another issue with the pin is that it just simply uses AI for every single task. And this means it's prone to hallucinations. A hallucination is a term in the AI space for when an AI model just makes something up completely. And because this device relies solely on AI, can you imagine the number of hallucinations you would have? Like, okay, fine. If it's just a ChatGPT app or something that's doing this, then all right, whatever. I'm not dependent on it. But the pin, that's supposed to be my daily daily driver. I can't just have it make stuff up and hallucinate every 3 seconds. And I know this is an issue for anything that uses AI, but in the case for the Humane Pin, I feel like it's so much more of a big deal since it uses AI so much more than, let's say, you would use on a daily basis on your phone. And finally, my last issue is speed. I can just simply do stuff faster on my phone than this pin would ever be able to do. Let's go back to that e-commerce example. Now imagine this time I wanted to buy tickets to the Bulls game. By trying to buy them with this pin, not only would I have no clue how the views from the seats are, but it would just take so long to even tell me the information. Plus, I don't want to hear this pin read out hundreds of lines of text from Ticketmaster to me, whereas I can just quickly glance at the information I need on my phone, click the buy button, and we're done. So in conclusion, the Humane AI Pin is a cool gadget to play around with, but don't be fooled. This is not the disruptor in the tech industry right now. It's probably gonna fail, but who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, as that would be greatly appreciated. But that's been it for me. See ya.